After dealing with infidelity and someone just cheating on you, the biggest thing you could be dealing with right now is wondering and having this fear of history repeating itself. You're constantly wondering, how can you know that they won't cheat again? So before I get into this and let you know what you need to look for to make sure you can trust this person to never cheat on you again, I want to first encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my podcast for more messages on inspiring you to have a happier life and healthier relationships. The first thing, we have to be aware of the fact that infidelity creates so much pain and it leaves you feeling unsure if the relationship is even worth saving. So you're in this place where I'm sure you love that person or you have strong feelings for that person, and a large part of you want it to work. You want to make this relationship work. However, you don't want to put up with any more cheating because you are over it. You want them to be committed. You want trust. You want to have a loyal, faithful relationship. And so you find yourself struggling. You find yourself struggling to trust your partner. And you don't know whether or not they're going to betray you again. Because after they betrayed you before, it's like, how can you trust them? And some people may tell you, don't go back, leave them, they're a cheater. Don't give them a chance. Just move on. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm sure you've heard so much of that. And so much is weighing on you right now, and you don't know what to do, and if this worth saving, and if so, how can you build trust? Let's get into that. You need to be in a place where you can have peace and trust in that relationship, period. And before you can even know whether to move forward, you need to be aware of some things that you want to look forward to. Can they be faithful? Can they be trustworthy? So you're asking yourself, will I be able to trust again? Will I be able to trust this person and have a healthier relationship? The very first thing you want to do is to begin to build trust with open, transparent communication. You need to know that this person can be open with you. They can be transparent with you. They can be honest with you. They can lay it all down and say, hey, this is where I am. This is what happened. This is what caused me to do that. I made a mistake. They need to own up to what they did. They need to take ownership, and they need to communicate to you that they're willing to do what it takes. They got to be transparent. There's no, oh, it's over with. Let's not talk about it. Let's move on. No. There is no moving on. No, there needs to be conversation, transparent, open communication between the two of you, both of you. And listen, this is not easy to do, because there's a lot of emotions going on. There's anger, there's pain, there's fear, there's frustration, there's anxiety, there's insecurity. It's so much going on right now because you're hurt. Whatever their situation is, if they may be hurt or whatever, you need to have the conversation. And until you have this transparent, open conversation, you are going to have a very hard time trusting that person ever again. The next thing you need to do to make sure they'll never cheat, they're loyal, they're faithful, they're committed, you're in this together, you both need to create space for healing. You need to create space for emotional healing, both individually and together. So you both need to do the work to heal emotionally. You got to find out what that looks like. What does that look like? Do I need to speak with a therapist? Do I need to hire a relationship coach? Do I need a life coach? Do I need to sit down and do the work on myself emotionally and heal? Do you have some past childhood traumas of bad relationships, maybe from your parents, and things that have followed you that you need to resolve? You got to make space for your own emotional healing, but then you also got to make space for the two of you to heal together. You have to do the work to heal the relationship. The relationship is broken right now. And if you love that person and you want it to work, you got to be willing to do what it takes. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it in the end. If this is the relationship you really want, if this is the person you really want to be with and you want to make it work, but you have to do the work. You can't allow the cheating to just get over it, move on, not talk about it, and think that it's going to be okay. That is not the answer. Do the work to heal emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and then work on coming together to heal together. Both of you must be willing to do the work. And as you do this work, you need to reestablish some new boundaries. You got to have new boundaries and commitment to rebuild the relationship on new terms. You have to have new terms now. You have to have boundaries and let each other know what that looks like and what's important. If you are willing to do the work and work on the two of you, what does those boundaries look like? What does it feel like? What are the new terms for the relationship? That's something that the two of you must work through. And so you sit down and you go over that together. And it's important that you have clear understanding from both of you on what boundaries you agree to and what you will and will not tolerate. That is very important. And when you follow these tips, you will see a transformation in your relationship. But guess what? It's not going to be easy. This is why it's important for you to get the help you need to move forward. So I want to encourage you. I share a custom plan. If you are wanting to move forward, I will encourage you to go ahead and sign up for my free masterclass, which is going to help you heal the heartbreak, and it's also going to help you to overcome the pain of infidelity. You want to go ahead and click the link in this episode, or you want to go to RainieHoward.com and sign up for the free masterclass and start your healing today. Start your healing right now. You don't need to wait any longer. Listen, if you love this person, if you want to make it work, you need to do the work. It's time for you to get free of that exhausting, insecure, and fearful thoughts of history repeating itself. And it's time for you to stop worrying if they're going to cheat. And you don't want them to cheat again. And so you're constantly fearful about it and insecure. It's time for you to get over that and move forward into your healing, the healing that you deserve. So now I want you to envision you and your partner actively working on building trust and creating a stronger foundation based on transparency and commitment. I want you to see this process as it leads to a deeper emotional connection, more intimacy, more love, more trust, and renewed sense of partnership. You deserve that. You deserve an amazing relationship. And I want to encourage you to start your work, start your journey of healing. Go ahead and sign up for my free masterclass. Go to click the link in this episode in the description, or go to RainieHoward.com. You can also read my new book, which is The Love Habit, and get started. It's available now wherever books are sold. But get started on healing and just start your journey, because you deserve real commitment, real loyalty, real faithfulness, and you deserve a trustworthy, peaceful relationship. Thanks for connecting, And I look forward to seeing you and connecting with you in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.